Mount Olympos, the seat of the gods. Below it, a Christian saint and hermit, St. Dionysos, lived in a simple hut built inside a cave. Here, he took care of the poor and taught his disciples, who admired him for his greatest virtue, wisdom.
For centuries, people have been coming to places like this, to wise men, to philosophers, to hermits, to ask them for wisdom. Wisdom of how to live a good life. And I imagine that St. Dionysos might have been telling travelers to imagine themselves standing in front of God, and God asking them, how have you used this time that you have been given? And you don't need to be religious to ask yourself this question. There is good research showing that people who are on their deathbeds, people on palliative care who know that they will die soon, what do those people actually wish they have done or are happy that they have done? And their wishes typically concern wishing they have spent more time with family and friends, wishing they have pursued a project they wanted to do but never got around doing, wishing they have been better to other people. None of them wishes they got a Ferrari. None of them wishes they got more gadgets and bling. But the number one wish of all of those people is that instead of following what others were telling them and doing what others wanted, they knew themselves well enough to know what it is that they themselves wanted and followed their own dreams. Ancient philosophers such as Socrates and Aristotle already spoke about this. Aristotle had this great notion of eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is usually translated to English as flourishing. What does it mean to live a flourishing life? A life that is full of value and full of things that you would not be ashamed to say to God when He asks you, how have you spent your time on earth? Socrates used to say that an unexamined life is not worth living. That's a bit harsh, but his main dictum was to know thyself, to try and really understand what it is that you are, what it is that you want, and what it is that you want to be. So, examine your life. This sounds easy, but it is anything but. In the modern world, there's so many voices that try to tell us how to be, what to want, what to need. The advertising industry is full of this. It is basically based on creating needs in people, making people want things they never even knew existed. Online influencers live on implanting their own needs and wants into their listeners and viewers. It is not that easy sometimes to know exactly what it is that we want and we need. I imagine this is one of the reasons why Dionysos would have moved in here, into this hermitage. He was probably tired of everyone else knowing better than him what it is that he wants and he needs and he should do. He wanted to live away from them and focus on figuring it out himself. Because most of those things that other people make us want is bling. It's not worth it. Luxury cars, tech gadgets, even notches on your bed are the sort of things that impress others. But are they really the sort of things that we want? And worst of all, achieving many of those things requires us to treat other human beings as means to an end. They are a method for us to achieve bling. Living, breathing, thinking, feeling human beings are just tools for achieving something that's not even worth it that much. This right here is the opposite of bling. But I obviously don't mean to say that you should now live like a hermit. I mean, I certainly don't. But reflect. Try to know thyself. Think, what is it that actually has value to you, has value to the world? What are the things that you will be proud of when God asks you about them, or when you lie on your deathbed. What are the things that have real value? Well, human connection, adventure, helping others, creating beauty, discovering wisdom, making the world better, making it more fair, more safe. And naturally also helping others live their best lives. Nobody but you knows which of those things are the most important to you, which you have a better talent for achieving, which of those things will make you feel like you lived a life worth living. But this is what knowing yourself is. Knowing yourself means knowing those things. And knowing yourself also means knowing a balance between such big values and a little bit of blin, because we all need a bit of it. Don't be a hermit, but know thyself and know what makes your life really valuable. This is what real wisdom is.